So thanks for those of you who were able to come out, and special thanks to City Council. This is one of those occasions where we'd love to invite the public out and certainly the press, but obviously for obvious reasons that's not possible. But it's still a great day in our city. It's not every day that we get to dedicate a new building, and I think one of the things that I think we can all be proud of when we got into the planning for this, and this is a building that was on the planning books since the day I started with the city, so it's been over a decade. And we talk about how the original plan was to do a pole barn basically way in the back end of the cemetery, and then over the years we just talked about that not really being the right fit. And I think that we found the right fit with this because it's a beautiful building. It's built to last 100 years, and something is important to any community as their public cemetery, where we lay to rest the people that we love and the people that we honor over time. I think this befits the importance of the grounds that we're standing on here today. So I would thank City Council for supporting this. I know that this, wasn't frankly an easy decision to make because, we're always sensitive about how we spend the public dollars, but I know that everyone appreciates just how this has to be we have to do this right. And we get one chance to do something like this every 100 years or so. So I think we got it right here. A number of people that we want to thank. I'm going to start off with our Ken Kaminsky, our Parks and Recreation Director, and Nita Justice. I don't know if Nita's over there, who helped to navigate this from start to finish. Also, a number of people on our city staff to thank for this as well. But I also want to give a shout out to Jim Decker on our team because, in order to try to keep costs down on this, this is one project where we didn't hire out professional services on the inspection side. We did all of that in-house, and that saved us a whole lot of money, so we appreciate that. For those who were directly involved in making this happen, we have a number of people here today that we want to thank. The designers, Burgess and Neipel, Mark Hudson, and then on the construction, Engelke Construction Solutions did a fantastic job. It looks beautiful. I will tell you, I don't think we had a single issue that we didn't work through very easily with you guys. Everything was on time, built during a pandemic, during some, a few cases, for the most part, good weather, but, working with some, a slate roof, and that is not something that we do commonly, or probably that you guys do commonly. So it looks great, and we appreciate all the help. Jeff Kallenstein is the Director of Construction, Chad Ferrara, Assistant Project Manager, and Jim Hodge, Project Supervisor. So round of applause for you guys. And then finally, the guy that had to work around all of this, Mike Hissom, our cemetery supervisor here, and his staff, who did a great job of making sure that you guys got the work of the city done and the cemetery done during this process, which was tricky at times. And I know that you guys are going to be looking forward to fully moving into this building and putting it to good use. So I'm going to just a couple of details to point out. I know that details of the building. The kiosk, which is not in, is going to be installed in the spring. And for those of you who remember, it's just on the other side of this wall here. That'll allow our residents to step up and be able to look up their loved ones and saves a lot of time. We'll be moving into these offices, Ken, right away, right? And then, of course, the landscaping and some of the punch list items are going to be done here shortly. So I'm glad we had a good day for this because otherwise, you would have stopped listening to me a long time ago. I'll introduce our President of Council, Bruce Landig.
It's always a nice day when you're dedicating a building, especially one as beautiful as this. And the sun is trying to shine, so that's great. And hearing the shout outs and seeing the people that made this possible, thank you, congratulations. There's one more shout out that I want to mention. Matt Donovan pointed out to me that he was involved with the sanitary sewer and the grease trap over here, and I'm sure Matt did such a good job that someday when he's horizontal and at a level of that sanitary that it won't be leaking out, he won't have to worry about that. So
That's right.
thank you, Matt. We appreciate that.
Did he get us a reduction in price?
Yeah. I just looked up community cemeteries before coming over here, and just three quick things of why they're important. And at a cemetery, your glasses fog up, but it's a calming influence in the community. It's just serene, and it's beautiful. And a building like this adds to that important aspect of a cemetery. The second thing is the historical significance. I have relatives overseas, and when I went to them, they took me to the cemetery, showed me some relatives and the stones and dates and information, and I started learning historically. And that's mentor now too. There is it's an interesting pastime, so it's historically significant. And a memorial for the deceased is part of that history, the servicemen that are here. But finally, and perhaps most importantly, it's a connection between families within this serene environment. My parents are way over there, and it's a place where families can come together and in beauty and serenity and enjoy what they have left and grieve when it's close to the time. So Mike, you've got a really important job, and now you've got a beautiful building, and the efficiencies that will come out of having the kiosk and the planning all taking place here. I know that was big and important to Ken and the cemetery staff, so this is finally becoming a reality. We're happy for you, and we're pleased that it's such a beauty to add to the environment of the cemetery. Thank you.
So we need the big scissors. I'm going to leave that up to members of council there.
Let me get my mask on, guys. Thank you.
Congratulations, you guys.